Okay, so we are going to get started on spinning again to check and see what square we're going to do on the mystery painting again. Let's go for it. Okay, we're going to be working on square 77. First thing I'm going to do is I am not going to do that. I'm going to go down here to the edit, and I am going to take square 77 off of this. Save. So now, I'm going to look at this real quick. Now we have 171 options left on this. So let's go ahead and get started on this. And I will be back to show you when it's finished. Okay, so we have finished square 77. Still, this is a real mystery to me on what it is, so should we do another one? I think I'm going to do another square. So I'll see you again in just a moment. Okay, so we're back and we are going to complete another square on here. It is June 23rd, 2025. So far we have completed 9 squares on this diamond painting. So let's see which one we are going to do next. And away we go. Okay, it's 173. So this one's going to be a tiny square, but I'm going to have to flip the painting around so that I can get to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But first, let's go ahead and remove one. Why do I always do that? Move 173 from the wheel. And then we're going to save it. I'm going to go ahead and complete this one now. 173. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so welcome to the morning coffee with me. And I do have my coffee, except I left it over there, so I'm going to go get that real quick. Okay, so okay, so I got my coffee. Hopefully I will not have to reheat it again. I've already put it in the microwave like 3 times. Being really slow on drinking my coffee this morning. So, what is today's date? Today is June 23rd, 2025. And we are working on square number, which one was it? I think it was 173. I'm pretty sure it's 173. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. And once again, we have a square that is completely 310. So this one isn't going to take too long, so we might as well have a chat during it. So, I am still camping, still having a wonderful time, even though I'm here by myself. I did get today off work, so I don't have to drive into work, which I am really, really excited about that. But just a few things that have happened while I was here. And neither of them are really good, but it ends up that they turn out to have they have decent endings. Okay, so this is just from yesterday. Our neighbors that are right across from us were leaving. And I saw them packing up their stuff. Putting in their slide, and hooking back up to the trailer. I thought that they were just saving the awning for last. Well, I turned back. I was just watching everything going around me. I was kind of looking at my phone. Wasn't really paying attention to them whenever they started pulling out. Luckily, the camp attendant was. Because she was out cleaning and stuff, cleaning up the sites after people leave. Anyway, she yells at them, but not before they clip the tree a little bit. She yells at them, tells them, hey, you forgot to put your awning in. So they back up, and it actually hit the tree a little bit whenever they were trying to pull out, but luckily it didn't hurt it. It was fine. It just barely hit the tree whenever she yelled at them. If I would have seen it in time, I would have told them as well, but she beat me to it, and I wasn't paying enough attention at the time. Okay, so they ended up going on. They were like, that's a first for us. And I can see that because before one time, let's get some more wax in my multi-placer. I'm not using my clear wax in the multi-placer. I'm just using whatever wax I have around. This time, it's Streamer Designs. Because I am saving my clear wax specifically for my little twist and pick pins like this. Because I love these tips. If DAC would let me buy their wax and their tips, I would probably at least buy a 10-pack to go in this. I prefer this one over the metal tips that they have for the single placer anyway. But anyway, that's one thing that happened. That was pretty early in the morning. Not real early, but morning time. It was like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, then I decide later that I'm going to go and take a walk, and I will try to put that in this video. I think it's going in this video where I took a little bit of a walk, but I ended up coming back in because I had some type of bug, and I can't even tell you what kind of bug it was because I never actually saw it. But it kept buzzing around my head, and it was getting really annoying. So I went ahead and came back. Not only that, I was walking by myself, and I would rather not walk too far by myself on these trails. Even though I knew about probably where it was going to come out. Still. So I went ahead and came back to the camper, which was fine. Came here, fixed something to drink, eat, all of that. What did I have yesterday? Oh, I think I just fixed an egg sandwich for my lunch yesterday. I had went to town yesterday, went up to Brahms while Granny was on her live. I didn't have a whole lot of food left here. So I went to Brahms first. And I got one of the country breakfasts, which this was after after that had happened with the camper next door, almost taking out his awning. But then I went up there and I sat there for quite a bit and listened to Granny's live, which was very much fun. If you haven't caught her lives before, be sure you go and check them out. I love being able to go into her lives whenever I can. That's Lazy Retired Granny. Anyway, sitting there listening to it and chatting a little bit, and then once I finished my meal, I knew I had to go to Walmart, so I had to just listen from that point because I drove over to Walmart, and I got a few groceries. Not that many groceries, but a few, but enough that it costed me way too much. Anyway, I got some hamburgers so that we can cook them for tomorrow whenever Josh comes back here. Have some hamburger buns left and some tomatoes. I might have to have him to pick up an onion on his way home. Or I can go up there tomorrow to Walmart or something and get it while he's at work. No big deal. But anyway, get all that done, go and get some groceries. And by the way, I tried this new Mountain Dew that's based off of the Rocket Pops. Not very good. It was on clearance and now I see why. I don't like it that well. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But I did get some juice and some more milk, which I'm going to have cereal again this morning. I've only got like 6 eggs left, so I might have sausage and eggs for lunch today. I think that sounds pretty good. But what happened after I got back? Well, I ate lunch and my trash can was getting kind of full. I was like, okay, but I was also uploading a video using my hotspot to YouTube. But I knew I needed to take out the trash and it's not that far down the road. So I was like, I'm just going to run this down there real quick. I will not be gone long. So I did not grab my phone because it was uploading a video. Big mistake there. You should always take your phone whenever you're in a place like this, just in case. I did not grab my keys because I hadn't planned on locking it. I could see the camper the whole time. So I went ahead and I gathered up the trash and I walked it down to the trash can. It's a little ways, but it's not terrible. It's down by the big, like, picnic area thing. What are those called? Anyway, it's where you can have parties and stuff at parks and stuff. It's the covered area with all the picnic tables and all that. Well, the trash can was down by there. So I go ahead and I walk down there, throw away the trash. Everything's going good. I come back to the camper and I go to get in the camper and guess what? Somehow my door has locked. Now it's done this once before and one time just a fluke. This time I'm going to figure out a way to get a lock put on there to where I put a code in to get in. I am not going to be doing this anymore, but in the meantime, I'm going to start carrying my keys with me no matter if I just go outside to sit underneath the awning. Because it was hot yesterday. It was in the 90s yesterday. Very, very hot. And I couldn't get into my camper, and for a second I was panicking because I didn't have my phone. I couldn't call the one saving grace was I had a set of keys to the camper in Josh's truck. But of course, whenever it first happened, I was not thinking straight. I knew the keys were in there. And in my car, whenever I get out of my car and walk away with the keys, it automatically locks. As soon as I get out and walk away with the keys, it locks. Now I have my app. I can unlock it from my phone, and Josh's truck can be unlocked from his phone. But my phone was in the camper. I was like, oh man, what am I going to do here? See, we already finished that square. So I'm going to go ahead. I will be right back to finish the story. For you, it'll only be a second. For me, it'll be a few minutes because I'm going to have to spin to get another square to do so we can finish up this particular one. But first, I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of that. Okay, got that picture. Be right back. Okay, so are y'all ready for another square on this? We already finished that one. It was a tiny one. It was all one color. It did not take long at all to finish it. So now we get to spin again. Which number will we get this time? Will I have to switch the canvas around? 47. Yes, I'm going to have to turn the camera around because it's back up at the top. We seem to be getting a lot of these at the top. So, 47. I'm going to go ahead. See, I did it again. Why do I always do that? Okay, let's go back and pick this. Pick the edit. It was 47, wasn't it? I think it was. So we are going to go down here. And we're going to take out 47. We have 170 options now. This makes it 169 squares left. Hit save. And I'm going to go switch this around so I can finish the story that I was telling. And we're going to do the next video. Be right back. Okay, so I am back and we are going to start working on square number 47. At least we got some different colors mixed in with this. It looks like there's a lot of confetti parts in this. So we are going to get started on this and I'm going to finish telling you the story. Now, where was I? Okay. So I get back, I'm panicking because my phone's inside. My keys are inside. And at the time, I was thinking, I cannot get in the truck. I cannot call Josh to have him to unlock the truck because I knew there was a set of keys in his truck for the camper. I'm panicking because I was thinking, like my car, his truck automatically locked as I walked away from it. But luckily, it does not lock whenever I walk away from it. So I had forgotten to lock it. Thank goodness, because if I had not forgot to unlock it or forgotten to lock it. If I had locked it, I would have had to go and ask somebody if I could use their phone so I could call Josh at work, have him to take his phone out of the office, unlock his truck so that I could get in his truck from his app, because I don't have his app on my phone, but my phone wouldn't have done any good anyway. But anyway, so I get the keys out of there and unlock the door, and now I have learned my lesson with this camper. Even if I just step outside to enjoy some air underneath the awning, even if I'm only going to be at the picnic table out there, I'm taking the keys with me. No matter what it is, those keys are coming with me. Every single time. It does not matter. Last time that happened, Josh was with me. We were in his other truck, his blue one that he had before this one. And my keys were inside. His keys were inside. We could get in the truck because he had his phone with him. At that time, my phone was there too. But we only had one set of keys at that time. We hadn't found the other set then. So we had to call a locksmith, and it ended up costing us like $85 for him to spend 5 minutes getting into our camper once he got there, but it was a little bit of a drive out. So, first time, I did not think it would happen again, but it did. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start on this. I'm going to go ahead and put y'all on fast forward because I think we've gotten, with that other video, we've probably got to about 20 minutes. I try to keep these morning coffees with V short, but before I do that, I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all have, after the fast forward of this part, I'm going to show you the spin. Hopefully I didn't delete them this time. I'm going to show you the spins, and then I'm going to show you the square. And then after the spins and showing y'all the square, I will take a picture of this whole canvas. And that is when, if you would like to try to put in a guess as to what this is, you will email your guess in to me. Do not put it in the comments because I want to try to keep this a mystery to everybody who chooses for it to be a mystery up until they do it. So go ahead and put your guesses in, and we will discuss that in one of the next videos. I try to keep an eye on that daily so that if I do have that, I will be able to discuss it in the end of one of these videos. Just put mystery guess or something like that in the description of the email, and we will discuss. I'll read what you think it is, tell you my opinions on whether or not I think it could be that, and we'll go from there. This will be our 11th square on this painting. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. I will see y'all back in a minute. I'm going to put this in hyperspeed to record this part, and we will be back. Okay, so at this point of the video, I'm going to show a picture of what I've done, what I have completed so far on this mystery painting. If you do not want to see that, go ahead and bow out of the video. I would like to try to keep it a surprise as long as possible for those of you who want it to continue to be a surprise. But anyway, the next segment of this video is going to be a picture of the entire canvas, so I will see you in the next part of the video. Bye. Okay, so this is a picture of what I have so far on this painting. I can't really tell anything that it possibly could be at this point, but if y'all have a guess, please feel free to email me and let me know what your guess is so that we can discuss it on the end of one of my morning chats whenever I'm working on the mystery painting. Anyway, I know it's got some really pretty colors in it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.